It's very simple logic. It's the golden rule, which we all learned when we were growing up in school. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
That's the US pitch for reciprocal tariffs. Sounds fair, right? Until we dig a little bit deeper.
Historically, international trade didn't really have rules. If anything, the law of the jungle prevailed.
Let's trade.
I don't want that stuff.
But I want yours.
You see, stronger nations acted as they pleased, while weaker ones were brought to their knees. And even among stronger nations, trade was a brutal game for dominance. This was the reality of the 1930s, marked by trade wars, economic turmoil, and a global depression. Then countries realized maybe rules are a good idea. They sat down in 1947 and created the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, or GATT. Over time, it evolved into the World Trade Organization, or WTO, in 1995. Decades of multilateral negotiations have finally given the world a common rule book for trade. By the way, the US was a key player in making it. One of the cornerstone principles introduced was the most favored nation status.
Since we are buddies, I only charge you 5%.
Sorry, and that means you need to extend that to everyone else.
Under the system, developing nations received some flexibility, higher tariffs and slower reductions. Meanwhile, for developed nations,
a global trading system which takes advantage of us.
Well, not really. Developed countries also got substantial benefits, such as great access to emerging markets.
I like to buy the world and keep it company.
Strong supply chains, IP protection, and investment opportunities. Just take a look at how many US companies are now on the Fortune Global 500 list. Under this system, the US is also allowed protection for certain industries.
We have a 10% tariff on pickup trucks. How about you?
25% actually, and since 1964.
The system isn't perfect, but it's brought everyone to the table, fostering cooperative trade. And whenever disputes arise, there are mechanisms to handle them.
The US switching to reciprocal tariffs, however, is like flipping the table mid-game. It's written to unravel decades of work in building a stable, rules-based global trade system.
And suddenly, fairness isn't something everyone agrees on. It's whatever the US decides it should be.
Come on, your VAT is a total rip-off. But it's the same system over 170 countries use, and non-discriminatory.
I don't care.
By the way, I don't like your perfume. I'm gonna crank up tariffs for that. What does that even have to do with trade?
As a Financial Times article points out, the US is virtually inventing a new tool to impose whatever tariffs it likes for whatever reason it can make up on a highly flexible legal basis.
So, are we heading towards a global tit-for-tat free-for-all? It's possible, and the cost of that could be enormous.